Download the Bet365 app and use the code DNVR365 when you sign up. Choose your offer, find out why. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. It was 49.5 tonight, right, Dev? On Bet365 points.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
How'd we do?
He crushed.
He had that at halftime, man.
He crushed.
Man. Nikola Jokic dominates. We're also in the Toyota Winners Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. One of my all-time favorite Nuggets games.
Yep.
And I cannot wait to be in the Winners Lounge with all of you and all of you. I got Harrison Wind here.
This is going to be one we never forget, man.
Never.
That was an incredible game. I'm excited to talk about it. Wow, what a start to the series. What a start.
What an opener. Your Nuggets go in Game 7, going to be exhausted. Fatigue a factor? Not tonight. They come up clutch. D-Line Co.
Guys, felt that one down in my plums. That was incredible. I never lost faith. Nobody ever lost faith. Your Denver Nuggets are very resilient. We're going up against a bunch of kids who've never been tested.
Man, sure was the case tonight. And rounding out the show, Superstar Dev.
We believe. We believe.
Man.
Like, what a game. What a team. What a response. What a way to open up this series. 1-0, Denver Nuggets.
There are people that tune in. They tell us sometimes they don't watch. They'll just tune in to find out what happened.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? If
You probably want to tune into this one.
Well, I'll give you the fast breakdown. It's probably just as good as watching the game live.
Jesus Christ.
Probably not. This will be a good fast breakdown. All right, good energetic start from the Nuggets, but OKC stuck close. Remember how great Denver was to open this game?
Yeah, amazing. Awesome.
And then they were up like 4, and you're kind of like, man, it feels like we're up 20. How good they were playing. Murray looking great, 12 early points. Thunder ice cold from 3. They started 0 of 8. That was the story. And then Alex Caruso checked in. He was the Thunder player tonight. He was swarming on defense. Was everywhere. On ball, off ball at the same time. It was unbelievable. MPJ 0 of 5. It was 26-27 Thunder after the first quarter. Second quarter, Thunder completely smothered Murray and the Nuggets' bench. It was a huge run. That was their one big run tonight.
Yep.
They had a couple little runs, but that was their one big run. So Jokic had to come back in, and he immediately settled things. Jokic on Dort, and Dort is raining threes. Denver tried tonight, and I wonder if they'll stick with it, just leaving Dort and Caruso open from 3, and both of those guys made their threes tonight.
It didn't work great.
It didn't work great, but I mean, Denver won, so I don't know. AG dunked on Chet and dunked him through the rim. It was for his third foul. Do you guys remember that dunk?
I was afraid he re-broke his hip.
I didn't see the ball go in.
No.
It looked like he got fouled, and then
It
all of a
was
sudden you're
Blake
like,
Griffin style. He had to throw it in because he did get fouled.
It looked like it went through Chet.
I'll be honest with you guys. Not at night. Chet really wants to go back and rewatch this one. I don't think.
Tonight was not what a pro wants. Tonight is not what a pro wants. I'll tell you that.
3 fouls on Isaiah Hartenstein. It was 60-50 Denver Nuggets. Honestly, felt like Denver should have been up more early. Felt like they should have been down more at this point.
Yeah.
Third quarter, Caruso starts over Hartenstein. Dagnalt tries a little strategy adjustment.
I'm sorry, what?
I said Dagnalt today. People told me it was wrong.
Was that
Dagnalt.
French?
I think it is French.
Just to be clear, we don't care how his name's pronounced.
Mark.
Murray turning it over. Remember to start this third quarter, how many turnovers there were? It was so rough. The Nuggets, 3 turnovers. Jokic started dominating, though. Then he picked up his third foul. And then his fourth one was on that one call on Chet, where Chet kind of grabs him. And Jokic, to his, he did lose his gets frustrated and just shoved Chet. Well, they caught the second one, and he gets his fourth foul, which was a pretty big deal. Then 3 on Jamal, 4 on Hartenstein, 4 on Chet. Everybody was getting fouls. Nuggets making a run. P-Watt had a layup that would have cut it to 5, but he missed it. And then it was a 3 the other way. Felt so bad. Russ had a great close individually, though, and it was 90-85 Thunder after 3. Let's go to the fourth. Caruso opens the quarter with a 3, and Peyton Watson responds. Nuggets, there were so many little plays that just kept Denver right in it, right when you felt like it was on the very edge.
They stayed attached the whole way.
10-point game with 10 minutes to go. Jokic checks back in. He got that tough elbow flagrant foul on Lou Dort again, so he has 5 fouls early in the quarter. Then Chet has 5. Then Hartenstein has 5. So all the fouls were coming right there at the start of the third quarter. 6-point game with 2 minutes to go. Jokic post Caruso, 4-point game. Jokic for 3. An all-time Jokic 3, man. You guys remember that one? He had no space.
Man.
If he misses that, I think the game's over. There's 1 minute to go, and it's a 1-point game. Russ had a wide-open 3, missed it. Aaron Gordon grabbed the rebound, got blocked, so they go to the line. SGA hits 2 foul shots. It's a 3-point game. Jokic gets fouled, hits both of them. Very clutch. It's a 1-point game again. SGA gets a layup on the inbound. Killer. AG gets fouled, though. And by the way, Jokic checked out of the game.
Wasn't in for that, yeah.
And it could have been a disaster. I wonder if OKC should have just not fouled there. Denver needed a 3.
The adjuster might have thought about
Might
it
have
a little too hard.
Instead, they foul AG. He hits 2 free throws. Then the Nuggets force the ball to Chet. And what will Chet do at the foul line? Miss not just one, but both foul shots.
Them so hard.
So they can't even foul. They can't even foul. The Nuggets get the ball, get it out to Westbrook, sprints up the court, and finds AG wide open for a 3. Drains it with 2 seconds left. And the comeback, which was 10 points with 5 minutes to go, gets erased as the Nuggets
in the clutch.
steal it. And they didn't get the lead until 2 seconds left.
I'm not sure they have the lead yet. Let me check. They did. They won. Let's go.
An all-time Denver Nuggets game.
All-timer, man.
All-timer. Let's go to our Red Hawk Roofing big takeaways. Superstar
Holy
Dev.
smokes.
My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway is. Do y'all hear that?
Let me listen.
That's the sound of an SGA as MVP watcher smacking their lips.
Oh, man.
Smacking their lips.
Mwah.
If you voted for SGA and you're watching that game, let me tell you what you got to enjoy. You got to enjoy a special. They call it the Benihana special.
Oh,
it was a Benihana special.
I've heard about this one.
Look, let me tell you what happens there. Jokic comes out. He throws the egg. Puts it in his pocket right there. Then he does the egg roll. And
it's all going.
Then he asks people around there, like, hey, open your mouth. I'm going to throw some broccoli in your mouth.
Jokic,
Oh, you missed that first one? Throw another one. Then you get it and stuff like. He cooked right in front of our face.
Yeah.
42 points, 22 rebounds for Jokic. Aggressive the whole time. 6 assists. Oh, and he was playing with 5 fouls. This was a guy that was just going through the motions of like, I'm going to dominate. I'm just going to give it all out here. I'm going to leave nothing in the tank out there. Jokic was sensational in that game. And I'm glad that we all got to experience yet another Benihana night.
Man.
I love our Benihana nights.
This was a great Benihana
It's like
night.
prom all over again.
The only thing missing from tonight was they should have given Shea the MVP. Like
I
they used to.
know.
The NBA is so afraid of upsetting players and like everybody's feelings. We can't do this. But you used to do that, and this would have been such an all-timer.
I mean, they will give it to him.
Yeah.
I guess now they can do it before Game 5.
They're going to do it on an off day is what they're going to do.
Well, they gave it to Jokic the year they won last year before Game 5 against Minnesota.
Maybe they don't think OKC will win. All right, D-line.
Oh, my God. All right, let me recover from my stroke. Okay. My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway. Gah! And the official emoji of the game, the dog. The Nuggets got that dog in them, baby. The Denver Nuggets, your Denver Nuggets, excuse me, my Denver Nuggets are not scared. You can be nervous. You can lose your faith. Nobody on that floor thinks the Denver Nuggets are ever going to lose a game. They never stop. You cannot stop them. They're the undead, man. Like Russell Westbrook brings it when times are tough. Nikola Jokic, unflappable. Aaron Gordon, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The finale oop into now this, my man is having the biggest moments of this entire
You're right.
playoffs.
I didn't even think of that.
It's
You're doing the
unbelievable.
thing where you take all the players again.
Yeah.
You're just running through the roster
David
right now.
Adam, whatever. Point being, I said this early, and I mean, I can't be shaken off this point. Why would I now? The Oklahoma City Thunder are not built for this yet. They are not built for games like this. You saw it going down the stretch. They, as Dev would so eloquently put, pissed all over their own leg, man. They missed everything down the stretch. Chet exemplified it. He came up so tiny. He missed a corner three. He missed the 2 big free throws, and the Denver Nuggets just kept.
He also held
going.
Jokic to 42 and 22.
Yeah, he also held Jokic to 42.
That's a rough night for Chet, man. Chet's like sitting at home, like in bed, just quiet, just like.
It'll be
Dude,
an
I'm
interesting
telling you,
storyline
that-
how much he plays next game.
That entire commercial is embarrassed tonight. SGA did not have a great game. Williams
was
did not
all right.
have he had a fine game.
He had fine.
But none of those commercial boys had a good game. It was beautiful to see. Your Denver Nuggets are resilient. They're ready for this, and so am I, man. Let's go.
God damn, that was good. My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway. Let's talk about Aaron Gordon for a second.
Man, Mr.
The
Nuggets.
Talk about
soul of the Nuggets.
Talk to him,
The
Harrison.
heartbeat
Talk
of the team.
Talk that talk.
Preach.
Mr. Nugget. And, I mean, he deserves this, man. I mean, he's been through so much in his personal life, like so much as a player, too. Like, to get to this point and to have the moments that he's had in these playoffs, the game winner tonight, you know, and he shot, 3 of 6 from deep. He's been shooting the ball with so much confidence all playoffs, all season long. You just got to give him so much credit for how much better of a shooter he is this year than he's ever been before. And you saw that on that game winner. That was a confident 3. That was a confident, no doubt 3 he took. And then the finale oop against the Clippers. He's had a couple incredible moments. And for what he's gone through and for what he's given this team over the last 4 years, he just deserves it, man. He's the soul of the Nuggets.
Yep.
He's an incredible Nugget, an all-time Nugget. They should retire his jersey one day.
Right now.
Right now, sure. We'll retire it at the
Retire
bar.
50 right
Ball
now.
Arena doesn't want to.
He can still wear 32. We'll retire the 50
Yeah.
right now.
And I'm just so happy for him, man. It's an incredible game winner, and he deserves it.
Love it, man. He definitely deserves it. Love AG. My Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway is game one. I didn't know if we were going to get this in game one, just because if there was a fatigue factor or whatever it was, I didn't really think it'd be that much of a fatigue, but you just didn't know. But you wanted to see if the battle lines would be drawn. Yep. They are. The Nuggets are too big for the Thunder. Aaron Gordon dominated tonight. Jokic dominated tonight. Physically, they were just way too big. Every moment those two were on the court felt dominant. And the Thunder have an incredible speed advantage. They have Caruso, who was insane tonight. He is so freaking good.
We're never going to see another Caruso game like that.
Here's the thing.
I really
the
hope
shooting.
not,
I was going to
man.
say, I think
I
the
really
defense
hope
will be
not.
like
The
that every
defense,
single game.
not the shooting.
But he was obviously hot from 3, as was Dort. Both of those guys made a lot of 3s tonight. And I don't know if they'll see that again, especially if you can put more and more pressure on them. But they are fast, and they are faster than Denver. And they're just the amount of ground they cover defensively is so impressive. But that's what makes this such a great style fight is Denver has as big of an advantage as Oklahoma City does, and both teams press their advantage at different times. But one thing I'll tell you, the strength advantage doesn't go away. No one can get in the gym and bulk up in the next 2 days before next 48 hours.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't try, though.
I wondered if Hartenstein, with Chet combined, would be as difficult as Zubats, and I actually thought it would be. Tonight was not ain't. Jokic mowed through those poor skinny little boys. He mowed through them tonight and was as aggressive as I've ever seen him. He was so aggressive tonight because he knew what he had to do. And it was impressive, and part of me thinks now after this one game, we might be in for an all-time Yoke series because 42, 22, and 6 is impressive, but also Yoke kind of made it look easy.
He did, man. And we talked about this on the pregame, but Zubats is a very good Jokic defender. We saw that throughout 7 games. He's arguably the best Jokic defender in the league. He's strong. He's physical. He can defend without fouling. Jokic looked comfortable in this game. I'd say more comfortable than he ever looked in that Clippers series. Right at the start, maybe aside from that third quarter of Game 5, Jokic just looked comfortable and confident and aggressive, almost like he knew he could own the paint tonight.
Yeah.
And he did.
I mean, that's clearly an issue for OKC because now you truly have to adjust, but I don't know how you adjust to that because Jokic just made it a point to say these guys are way smaller than Zubac, way smaller.
Yeah.
What do? Send 2, send 3? We saw that in this game. I don't even know how you adjust to that. It's just their defense is set up for Caruso, Dort, SGA, all guards. It's not those guys down low. And when you do that in game 1, what do you think that looks like in game 2, 3, 4, 5? Jokic is going to say there's nothing that they can do with me.
No.
proved it, and I know that had to be the game plan because we have never seen him that aggressive offensively where he's trying to score every single time. He was scoring so much inside that at one point in the game he just started settling for threes because he was tired.
Yeah.
But then it was like, okay, I'm going to go right back into the paint and finish over the top. I think that OKC is in trouble if that's going to be their game plan right now, and they're going to have to adjust very quickly.
The crazy thing is they have 3 big men, and not one of them had a single thing to offer Nikola Jokic.
That's the thing is adjust just means they're going to have to like harder double, which I think is part of like this is why series are so great is that if you can apply enough pressure, a team goes so far to try to adjust, and now something else will open up. But Jokic was dominant tonight, an all-timer, 42, 22, and 6. Just absolutely ridiculous and silly. Let's take our first break on the other side. We'll get into some of the other players. And I want to know this question. Where does this one rank amongst your all-time favorite playoff games of the Jokic era? We've been blessed with a lot of good ones. Let us know in the chat.
Stay tuned.
It's a tough question, man. Check out Empire today, just like your favorite team needs a home court advantage. Your home needs a home floor advantage. Empire today can help you get it. You've been to those big box stores probably.
Bro.
Don't go there. You'll wander endless aisles. Nobody will help you out. Empire today, they will help you out. And they do that because all they think about is floors, just all the time. Floors, floors, floors. So
It's like if you have like a small puppy or something, or like a young power forward that just pisses on the floor, then you have to replace the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
you
like
would
an
call
example.
Empire.
You would call
today.
Empire. Yeah.
You would call them.
You're like,
you
Empire. And they're like, what? You what? You're like, Chet.
He
They're
did
like,
it again.
Oh, man, all right.
Right.
We'll be right there. We'll be there in the morning. Oh, my
man,
God.
not again.
With Empire today, get clear upfront all-inclusive pricing. Plus, you can schedule installation as soon as the next day. Schedule a free in-home estimate today. Some things are just better at home. DNVR listeners can get a $350 discount when using the promo code DNVR. A $350 discount with the code DNVR. Restrictions apply. Visit EmpireToday/DNVR for full details. Also, shout out to our friends at Miller Lite.
Oh, my God.
I could really go for a Miller Lite right now.
Dude,
Apparently,
did you
we
order
sold
one?
out
We
tonight.
sold out
I
Miller
tried
Lite.
to get a bucket up here. We sold out.
Well,
Damn.
I think we're doing a good job.
the people at the bar had fun tonight. I will tell you that.
There was a lot of Miller Lite drunk at the bar today.
You should have come to the bar tonight if you were not here. I'm telling you, this was a good bar night.
This was
I hugged
if
everyone.
If you came to the bar tonight, you're telling your grandkids about this night.
For sure.
It's the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite. Talk about some of your favorite moments. I mean, tonight is a classic Miller Lite moment. There might be more to come this series. Great taste, dependable taste, clean finish, 96 calories, 3.2 grams of carbs per 12 ounces. Miller time is always a good time. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories, MillerLite.com/DNVR to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
And, all right, we are back here, segment 2. If you're new to the show, subscribe. This is the Nuggets Podcast. You're not going to want to miss it. We always go live right after the games. Westbrook was really good tonight, too. 18 points from him, 7 of 13. And he had some big-time plays in some pretty clutch moments as well. Where do you want to go with Westbrook here, D-Line?
I thought he was excellent. Excellent. I thought he brought exactly what the Nuggets need. He was so tough. He had 2 or 3 very tough finishes, and he was really the head, the leader of the charge when it came to trying to get this thing back on track, not being intimidated, keeping the pressure on. He was defending SGA at times. He was defending Lou. He was just kind of doing absolutely everything that needed to be done. It was a beautiful game from Russell Westbrook, honestly. There were a few take-it moments, but I was doing Italian, and I was like, what am I doing? Get out of here. Russell, he's
too
just
much giveth. You gave up on it.
Yeah, dude, my man just giveth and giveth and giveth and giveth. It was a beautiful game from Russell Westbrook. I'm sure this meant something to him, too, coming back, playing in Oklahoma City. And I'm sure he knows a lot of people in the crowd. I'm sure this was meaningful for him, and he showed out. I was proud of that man.
Russell Westbrook is a playoff riser right now. That's what it feels like. He's been a godsend to the Nuggets. If you just think about Michael Porter Jr. and how much he's had to go. He was ineffective, but this entire year, Russell Westbrook has filled every hole, and it doesn't matter which position it was. Christian Brown, he stepped in for that. Jamal Murray was out at sometimes. He stepped in and played guard. He's playing off ball, on ball. Defensively, he's stepping. He's just doing everything that you ask. And with the game on the line, he decides to it was cool, just cool as a cucumber. I'm gonna get it up the floor. Looked like he was going to attack. He saw Aaron Gordon on the left side. He makes the extra pass, knocks it down. Like, that's just big plays right now.
Well, if he would have shot that would have been a little insane. But he made an amazing play on that game winner.
But that's who he is, and you're okay with that. He put up 18 points in this game.
Yep.
A guy that's coming off of the bench, a guy on that contract,
on a
putting
minimum
up 18
contract
points.
And playing 30 minutes.
Played 30 minutes, and they rely on him. They're relying on him because you need him. The Nuggets need Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook needs the Nuggets. They're a match made in heaven right now.
Yeah. Westbrook was awesome in this game, just like he's been for most of these playoffs, man. And he was a +4.
Yeah.
The other two guys coming off the Nuggets bench, Peyton Watson was a -22, Strawther was a -10.
And Peyton Watson had a good game.
Well, what's funny is that Russ is a +4, but he was like a -15 to start the game because that run happened right then.
He was awesome. I mean, he only had 2 rebounds in this game, but he had like one of the most important ones too, an offensive rebound. And on that last play, man, he gets up the floor quick in transition. That's an important part of it. Then gets it, goes middle right into the middle of the paint where Chet is, so Chet can't cheat out to Aaron Gordon. Probably gives AG a couple extra feet of space.
Totally.
And AG gets off a cleaner look. So you got to give Russell a lot of credit for that game winner as well. And then, hit some threes again tonight. Did miss that one at the end of the game, but I was fine with him taking that because he's been great from the corners in the playoffs.
Yep.
He was just great, man. I mean, he's giving the Nuggets exactly what they need from him. Exactly.
How do you feel the team defended Shea tonight? Because Shea, he had a little bit going, but I thought it was like Shea had a good game. To your point, 33, 10, and 8 is a really strong game.
Yeah.
But I still felt like they didn't let him impact the game he wanted the way he wanted to.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with how they defended him. I mean, Shea
especially late in that.
He did most of his damage in the first quarter. I think he had double figures in the first quarter, and then late. And in the middle, it was kind of funny because it was just kind of like the Caruso show.
Yeah,
which was weird. And Shea, I don't think had like the usage he normally would, but Denver felt like guarded him pretty straight up in the first half, and then in the second half, doubled and trapped him more. So and I think we'll see a lot of that as the series continues.
I think so too. And if we step back here for a second, Dev, and just think about like what do we really learn about the series? Well, Mike didn't play very much tonight. He played 24 minutes, was a -15. He had 2 points. He was 1 of 8. They need him to make shots, but this game is so fast paced, and the defensive execution is going to be pretty high. So did we learn? Is this just he had a bad game one last round too? Is it more like that, or do you think there's something about this matchup?
No, I think that it was just a bad game. He missed some shots. And he had a couple of just, I don't know, plays like that. He's just, where are you?
He kind of settled for that 3.
When he ran into the backcourt.
And that's a win
on that.
That was so wild.
It was clearly him just not being in the moment. And, I mean, I know that he's going through having one arm right now, and you want to give him the excuse. But if he's out there and if he's playing, you expect him to participate. You want him to play hard. He's just at the wrong place at a lot of times. But when he knocks down his shots, I think that that's going to open things up for Denver. Because right now, they are building a wall on Denver, daring a couple of guys to shoot it. He's the key that opens it up because really then that means that the spacing is there. That means that the gravity is there. I do think that there was a couple of okay plays for Michael Porter Jr., but I don't think it matters if you have a guy like Russell Westbrook coming off the bench, if you have Christian Brown playing hard, if you have Aaron Gordon that's willing to be in the dunker spot or knock down the 3 ball. So, like, he's going to come, like, later. There's going to be times that you're going to call on him. But I just feel like this is just something that we've been seeing with Michael Porter Jr. all year.
Yeah, to me, it's like it looked like he was injured. Like, he looked injured tonight. Like, he just was doing everything with one arm.
It was way more pronounced.
Way more pronounced. Like he was going up for a rebound with one arm and then surprisingly couldn't bring it in when he can't even palm a basketball to begin with. Tough times. Listen though, but like this is the pattern with Michael Porter Jr. He's gonna have a great game next game. We just know this. This is how it goes. But this was not his night, man. It was not his night.
But what other takeaways from tonight? So we've talked about Nuggets experience. We've talked about Nuggets size, their speed. What else do you think are like a big? What did we learn about the series?
Just the overarching. I mean, in general, again, the biggest thing you can take away from me is the experience.
Yeah.
The second biggest thing is that, yes, the size, as we
I think
mentioned.
size and the,
And then to me, it's like, it kind of goes back to the experience, but there's guys on that Thunder squad.
J-Dub.
They're like, as deep as this Thunder squad is, they're just not. They're not playoff deep. There are guys like Isaiah Joe and like guys that you're just like, bro, like you're not a playoff player. I just know you're not. And you know, I mean, they were the Nuggets like fought through. Like Jamal Murray had a difficult night because he was doubled. Like they were dead set on not letting Jamal go off.
They really did guard him well. Some of this was Jamal not playing well, but some of it was they were really selling
they were
out
just
on him.
they were like, because Jamal started hot, and Mark Dagenalt or whatever his name is, chewed his gum and was like, "We're not going to let that happen." And they just sent everybody at Jamal every time that he came up. They were picking him up full court, trying to wear him down.
Which, by the way, I think Denver's going to be able to adjust from that too, because it's like if you're going to overload them, and this is why I think Westbrook played so many minutes, is it's like we can have other initiators, and you saw that as the game went on. CB, AG, Russ bringing the ball up the court. And so I think that Denver can maybe use that against them. This is why it's important to steal a game like this, is because now you can say, okay, well, are you going to go back to that same thing? Because we have something up our sleeve. Go ahead.
One of the things that, I mean, you asked the question of like, what did we learn in that game? Or mine's is one team has been there.
Yep.
This was the resiliency, the championship pedigree, the no quitting, the fight. The Nuggets have been the best team in the NBA on the second night of back-to-backs. Like, they don't need the rest. The Nuggets have had to fight back in a lot of games where that's just showing the resiliency. The Thunder are blowing everyone out. They haven't had to be battle-tested, the entire year. They have been comfortable. Right now, they find themselves with their back against the wall, where a team steals, game one.
They got chin checked.
Denver was down in this game, and if they hadn't already gone through that throughout the year, maybe they give up. But Denver just kept fighting because they've been there. They know, what to do in these situations, and they're not. So I think that's the biggest thing for me is, it goes with the experience, but it's like we fight because we believe that we're supposed to be here.
Yeah, well, they were so resilient today also because I feel like so many things went against Denver in this one. Like Caruso, the shooting, the 50-50 balls, they just couldn't really get anything there. I was really frustrated with the officiating tonight, particularly on Jokic.
You were, yeah.
I mean, if you were watching the watch along, you saw it, but like he could not get a call and then gets hit with the flagrant after they didn't call it initially on Dort. It was a really frustrating night for him there. And look, maybe that's not going to course correct over the rest of the series. Maybe they're just going to call it that way and he's going to have to battle through it.
I kind of hope they do, personally. I think Jokic can handle it.
I mean, he can definitely handle it.
I think
I might not be able to, but he can.
But I think the more physical it is, the better. Like Jokic, it's harder on them than it is on Jokic.
Yeah,
it is hard on Jokic too.
Yeah, and he ended up with 13 free throws. I mean, that he got most of those at the very end. But so much went against them, and they really had every opportunity to just fold. Like when they were down 10 at times in the third and even the fourth quarter, they could have just been like, "All right, like we fought, but we weren't supposed to win this game. Like we're cool. We learned some stuff. Like we'll take this." But they kept fighting. They kept battling. And they just chipped away and chipped away. I mean, there was a stretch, from the 5 to the 2 minute mark where they were just getting 1 point of possession. It's like one free throw and then a stop, and then another free throw and a stop, and they just chipped away and chipped away, and finally we're in position to win it.
We got about 90 seconds for our next break, but I have kind of what I think is an interesting question here, which is the first 6 games of this series go every other day. Denver has the physical advantage, and it's tough to wrestle in the paint. That uses a lot of energy. They have the speed, and they're going to try to use that. So who's benefits the most from this? Is this become a wrestling match as it goes on, and it's like, well, Denver can handle that? Does that slow them down, or does Denver not wrestle as much? What do you think there? I said this. I think Denver will lose next game. I think they'll probably get thumped next game because I think OKC, I think that maybe the physicality will slow both of them down, but I'm not exactly sure how that plays in. But as the series plays on, you have to think that the physical team is going to be rewarded. Like, it's just going to get more and more difficult to score, more and more difficult pressure-wise.
I mean, this was the easiest game, and you saw what happened. They folded. They folded under that pressure. I just think you have to watch a game like tonight. Like Denver, they stole that game because they never quit. And I feel like you could just look at that and be like, this could easily be a microcosm for the entire series.
The Clippers don't win that game.
No.
The Clippers don't pull that one out.
No.
I think the advantage goes to, again, the more physical team.
I think so too.
That's been Denver. When you get into these playoff series, it's about slowing it down. You're not getting every single foul call.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now you have Jokic, who's aggressive, who also gets 22 rebounds. Like, that's not a mistake.
Right.
That he's just that much bigger, where he's grabbing every single board, where he's going inside. That is just something that you can duplicate.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you could do the same thing if you're the Thunder, where Caruso was like the story of the game. Like, he would have been the MVP if they won that game,
right.
Where he has to play like that again, and he like really did change the game. Are you going to be able to defend Jamal the same way, where you slowed him down in the second half and he didn't get himself going? There were stretches for Denver where they could not score, where they could not get anything going, and they were not taking care of the ball. So, like, I know you're going to go and watch film and you're going to say, like, the Thunder aren't going to play that bad, but I think that Denver doesn't either. So I like the more physical team. It was Denver in game one.
I think the physicality will be tough to uphold, but not as tough as some of the speed stuff. So they are a younger team. We'll see. But I'll tell you what, Chet Holmgren is laying in bed right now going, I have to wrestle that man. I have to wrestle that man 6 more times. I have to wrestle him.
Biggest news of the night, Katie Wingy says, so many barks coming from the Nuggets locker room. Oh, the emoji of the game, the dog.
They heard. Are they watching the show?
Were they watching the watch
Let's
log?
take a break. Here on the other side, I'm curious what the pods are going to say about this game tomorrow.
Oh, the pods.
And then we'll also talk about our favorite Nuggets playoff games of the Jokic era.
Bet365 is an official partner of the Denver Nuggets and Colorado Avalanche. How did we do on our bets tonight, Dev?
Come on, bro.
We went perfect. My bad.
All right, we went perfect.
on.
I'm making some money here late in the year. This is good.
It's too easy.
And I called out. I said, how much was Jokic going to score tonight?
You did.
40.
You did.
I said he's going 40.
You did say that.
This guy.
He did. That's right.
Shout out to Bet365. They make our job a lot better. They make Dev's life and our lives a lot better, too. Right now, new customers can get $150 in bonus bets when you bet $5 win or lose. You can sign up with that QR code right there on the screen. See it right there, lower left. Hit that QR code, sign up with the code DNVR365, deposit $10, place a bet for $5 to get $150 in bonus bets. If your bet wins or loses, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment, never ordinary at Bet365. Must be 21 plus, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. Also, shout out to our friends at Red Hawk Roofing who hosted tonight's watch party.
Bro,
maybe that's actually the reason the
We're gonna have
Nuggets
to
got
get
the dub.
They're gonna have to repair our roof. We blew that mother trucker off.
Dude, this bar night was so great.
Give Red Hawk Roofing some
I
love
love
in
hugging
the Toyota
everybody
chat
after
tonight.
that
Give them
moment.
some
Yeah,
love
they
out
don't
there.
love it, but whatever.
They're your guys for any roofing needs, home business. If you're doing repairs, new roof, whatever it might be, give them a call. They're huge DNVR supporters, so support them for all your roofing needs. Supporting your local teams means supporting local businesses like Red Hawk Roofing. If you're looking for a new roof over your home or business, check them out, redhawkroofing.com, 720-771-8921. Tell them DNVR sent you.
All right, I got to channel my inner Nick Wright. Denver had a nice close to that game.
I know.
But if I'm Denver and I see how close the margins were, I feel terrible about that game.
Yeah.
I feel absolutely horrible about being up 1-0, knowing that's what it took.
Yeah, the team that was like underdogs by 10.5 that no one picked to win
Like,
the
did the Nuggets
series.
go too hard in this game? Are
Yeah.
they not going to have any energy?
J-Dub will never have a game that bad again. And after all that, it took Chet Holmgren missing 2 free throws in the clutch.
It's a valiant effort, but I don't even know if the pods can avoid
dude.
talking
I
about
don't
the
know.
Nuggets comeback winning this game.
I don't know.
Even the pods?
Yeah, even the pods. You know what they should be talking about?
And I know the pods we're talking about. And I don't even know if they can avoid it, though.
I really do think that the Thunder's coach gets so in his head that
I was just gonna say this.
he really does put them in bad spots.
Fouling as many times as they did. He was fouling with 20 seconds left.
You always foul up 3.
Yeah.
With 20 seconds
I know,
left.
They
that's
also
totally up in
wasted
his
no
face.
clock. Like I mean, it worked, but that SGA play, he wasted no clock.
I
go and
feel
dunk
like
the
Mark
ball.
Daigneault was kind of messing with the basketball
He blew it.
gods, trying to
He literally
foul
blew
up
it.
3 as much as he did.
He literally blew it.
Also, they fouled up 3 when Yoke was not in the game.
Yeah.
They put
That's
him
the
back
one.
in the
Yeah.
game. You could have just let that go. Like,
Yeah.
let the play go and see if the Nuggets can beat you or somebody could get a shot. Everything goes through
But
Yoke.
why would you foul up 3 with that much time left, and then you're just burning your timeouts after every free throw that the Nuggets take?
Dude,
Yeah.
he's got a lot of, he's swallowed a lot of gum over the years. He's got 7 years
I
of gum
felt
in his
like
belly.
he kind of tried to galaxy brain this one, and
He
it came
did.
back to bite them.
Dude, that's exactly what happened. He completely outsmarted himself. Like,
yeah.
100%. Like, this is the thing where he's like, oh, just confidently, like, "Meh, foul. And then he didn't really think about the fact that he has guys on his team that aren't ready to knock down 2 free throws in the pressure cooker.
I do believe this, though. This is kind of a dumb belief because I don't think it's that logical. But I do kind of believe that when you try to over-optimize things, you
Yeah.
do lose the soul, right?
Yes.
And,
Forget
and
about
that
it.
is
You
there
lose
is
the
something to
basketball
coaching
game.
where it's like, yeah, I'm trying to turn this into a chess match, which is like a cool metaphor. But when you try to make it completely a chess match, you're like, no, it's actually basketball, and someone needs to make their.
He's
free
like,
throw.
your move, the Nuggets move, just punch him.
yeah, exactly. It's exactly right.
In that same light, Yoke just keeps outsmarting him. On that last play, when he's like the one jumping on the inbounds play,
Yeah.
and then he just turns
Turns,
around
yeah.
and then goes right after SGA to try to deny him
Yeah.
because
It could've
he
been a
just
5 second
he just
call, too.
remembered
That
that,
was
he just
absolutely 5
broke right
seconds.
there. He put it in someone else's hands. It happened to be Chet, and then they fouled Chet, but that's him just like putting them in a bad spot, and then also Yoke again getting the best of him. I just feel like he always tries to go Galaxy Brandon. He's not the smartest one in the
If the
room.
pods are going to
like
say one thing, if they're going to take one angle with this, maybe it's, they can just turn Jokic into a passer next game.
Yeah.
They can't. They tried to.
They literally
the
can't.
pods probably think they can still.
You mean like, we're not talking about Brandon Pajemski, right?
No, turn Jokic into a passer,
I see.
take away his 40 points,
Yeah.
and make everybody else beat you.
I think they tried to. I'm
Well,
not
the
lying.
funny part is they did.
They really did try.
And he still went for 40
He
and
was
20.
going
That's
through
the
double
irony
teams.
here.
He was stepping through. Like, really, his aggression made this game so easy to take away that game plan. Because they really were building walls. If you even think about a couple of his turnovers, it was because he was seeing 3-4 people
Yep.
at a time where they were making him go into the second, third option. But then he was just like, okay, I'm just going to continue to do that. And we already know what happens when you get punched in the mouth. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he kept going at them the entire time. So I really do think that the pods are going to try to say that you could do that. I don't know if you can, honestly.
Yeah.
The pods got a lot. They got to get back to the drawing board, man.
The drag for the pause.
Let's real quickly talk about our favorite playoff games. For me personally, Game 1 against the Lakers 2023 is just,
yeah.
I don't think anything will pass it because Yoke was a perfect basketball player for that game. And he had the ridiculous end of third
We got
quarter
the
shot.
moments.
It was just such a great, like, oh yeah, we're beating the Lakers and we're winning the title. This game was probably a better game, honestly, but that one to me is it's number 1, and I don't know if anything can beat
And
it.
that one also had just like how it had the other factors that came into it too. We
Like-
hate the Lakers.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they had this incredible run. Everybody was picking them. And then he just comes out and has that type of statement game.
Game 5 versus the Lakers, I just remember being frustrated the whole time until the very end when
Yeah,
they came
like
back.
this one.
Yeah. This one I actually thought Denver was playing well. There was one stretch they just could never catch up.
Rewatch
from.
yourself during this.
Yeah.
You were quite frustrated.
But it was that one run. Like they didn't. It wasn't like they went
Yeah.
on multiple runs. They had one, and Denver just stayed up 10. But that game obviously had just as good of an ending because it was a literal walk-off game winner.
Yes. I mean, come on. The game Game 7 against the Jazz that they won by the skin of their chinny chin
Unbelievable.
chins.
Yeah.
Uh,
that was a
wasn't
slog of the game too, but
That
it
was
was
scary.
a phenomenal one.
Phenomenal game.
But that was like this game only if everyone missed every shot
yeah,
till the very end.
pretty bad game.
Actually, including in the end.
Wait, we're talking about our least favorite game.
No, our favorite ones. I actually wonder if Game 7 against the Clippers was more fun because they
Dude,
were
they were-
down 15 and then they won by 30.
Those,
They
and
clowned
like
them.
those two games where Jamal went for 50 again,
Yeah.
and Donovan Mitchell. He and Donovan Mitchell were just
the
trading buckets.
The
Like,
3-1
my
returns
God,
was
man.
mine. For
Yeah.
sure.
Game 6.
Just improbable.
Game 6 against the Jazz, I think, was my favorite one of the comeback there. That was incredible. So there've been some really good ones.
Jamal Murray hit a
Over
shot.
the years, there's been some incredible ones. What's that?
Jamal Murray hit a shot.
That's what I'm saying. The
one
walk-up in
recently
game
where there was the finale oop.
That was a pretty good one too.
That
We've had
was
some
good.
epics already.
The thing about this
So
one
stupid.
is, while we're like relishing, we're living in this one. If the Nuggets were to go on and win this series,
Right.
that would be the moment. Like
Yeah.
that would be like, I think it jumps on top of it because they are so big of underdogs right now that no one believed in them.
It's
Well,
And
they
then
don't,
that
they don't
was
have any
the set-
playoff experience.
I know.
Dev.
Oh, the narrative definitely
That's
will
what-
change.
that's what the positives
It'll
say.
change like later, but you'll go
They're
back
an
and
experience-
remember
they're-
that.
Their year's next year, man. The Thunder's year's next year.
Well, I don't know if you win that one. Also, like he's gonna get the MVP at some point. Like it's gonna go back to this game of like they let them win at home. Now their backs are against the wall. They have to respond. Because what if Denver goes out there and wins one more?
Right.
Dude, this is the Nuggets, though. Like, there are some teams that just blow everybody out, and it's like, all right, well, how many fun,
Celtics
memorable
last
games
year.
were there? Celtics last year. The Nuggets give you classics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't blow you out, but they will win it in the end, which
I
is
know.
just incredible.
It's cool. Like, it's cool. I have aged 40 years. I'm 11 years old, by the way, just everybody watching at home. This is what the Nuggets have done to me. This ravaged visage of a shell of a man.
You know what's interesting also, man? The Thunder, look, they're a great team. They're a deep team. I mean, they're a really, really good team. They might play their bench too much.
Yeah. So you think Doggy Nault thinks it's still
Doggy Nault.
he thinks it's still the regular season, dude.
I mean, Mark Dagnalte,
DeJoun's
13 minutes for Isaiah Joe. Oh, a 4.
Oh, and he was bad.
Bad.
Yeah,
14
he was-
minutes for Aaron Wiggins. You know?
Isaiah Joe had a cup of coffee out there.
Yeah.
Look,
I mean,
Wiggins
it's
was
game
a
one.
plus 19 in those.
I'm
13
being
minutes.
I'm being a little sarcastic, but I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah.
We'll see. Time will tell.
We have Brennan Vogt live. What is the name of the arena? Chesapeake?
He's not here yet, but we haven't hit player of the game yet.
Oh, we got to hit our player of the game. That's our
Who could
UCL
it be?
player
Oh,
of the game.
The live extraordinary
SGA.
player of the
Gotta be
game.
SGA, right? Gotta
we
be
don't know who
SGA.
it is. We're
Gotta
the
be
only
It's
ones
either
that know.
Jokic or AG. It could be either
Gotta
one, to
be
be honest.
SGA.
I don't know which one it should be.
Best in the world.
42, 22, and 6. Best in the world.
Yeah,
Man, I think he was the most valuable player on the court tonight.
I think so too. And speaking of best in the world, when Wemby went out,
Can he do it in the playoffs, though?
they said that Chet was going to be the best defender ever. They were saying
Bro,
that it was
who?
Chet that was going to be.
Well, you
the
got to
Who-
weigh more than 200
What
pounds.
pods
to
are
do
you
that.
listening to?
I just was going off of pods. People were talking about how great of a
You gotta
defender
stop
he
listening to
has.
these pods, man.
People were arguing because we were saying how good of defender Zubac was, and they
Oh my
said
God.
no, it's not anything that you're going to see in this next series when you get Chet and Isaiah Hartenstein.
Dude, Chet weighs 11 ounces. Like, every time Jokic wanted to, he just put his shoulder
Oh,
under him.
man.
He moved him back 5 feet every single time.
You know the best Chet punking play though was Russ on that layup.
Russ did it
man.
too.
Russ just knocked him back.
Again, just
5
went
feet.
right into his solar plexus, dude.
He really did. Chet, I'm telling you, Chet had a horrible day. This is the
He
worst day
I
of
know.
his
needs to be
life.
in the ice bath right
this
now.
honestly, Chet looks to me like a little boy who made a wish, and then he woke up, and now he's like, "Oh my God, I got to find Zoltar. I got to get back. I don't want to be any part of this."
He's like, I want to be 7 feet tall, and they made him that with no weight gain.
They just stretched him out.
He's like, what? Be careful what you wish for. Any other Nuggets games? I mean, this is up there. To me, this is as fun just because it felt like the Nuggets were going to lose for so deep into the fourth quarter, and then it was all this tsunami.
Yeah.
The only other one you could think of, I think it was just fun and narrative with it, but it was the headband game.
That's not a playoff game, though. It was a great
That
game.
was
That was
fun.
an all-timer,
That was I remember that one.
Yeah, but it's not a playoff one, man.
Playoffs are too hard. It's like the ones that you.
Except for, you know what? I swear to God, these MFers give us a classic every series. For some reason, they make
Yeah,
us sweat
they
one,
do.
no matter who they're playing.
They do, man.
It could be that stupid Spurs team. With Jakob Poeltl, they still get a classic in there.
Here are a couple other notes from me for this game. Christian Brown was awesome. 13 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds.
By the way, his size counts in this too.
Yeah.
Like he also got physical, got boards.
P. Watt, I thought, was good.
Yeah, he had some good moments. Undisciplined a little bit in key moments, and this is the key for a guy like him. He makes spectacular plays, and he was more good than bad. But there were a few plays where he gambled and gave up layups, and it's like, hey, make them earn every bucket. Because they score in transition, but in the half court, you can actually make their life hell.
2 steals, 2 blocks, though.
Yeah,
But he was by far a
He
positive.
did get beat a lot. 1 of 5. He did hit a big 3, though.
That's the thing. Like you
Pistol
look at a young player in his first real playoff run that he's like an actual part of. You compare him to like an Isaiah Joe or all these other ancillary players on the Thunder, and
sure.
P-Watt played well. Man, he hit that 3 he hit was massive.
Huge. He's hit a couple massive threes in these playoffs already.
I actually have been very, very impressed with his gall and his ability to just knock down big shots. You don't expect that from guys in big moments, like
Case and Wallace.
Case Williams.
Maybe. You were going to say like Caruso. Or
I can't. Is it like Jalen Williams? I was like Jalen Williams, like not the one bad one, but the other bad one.
Yeah. By the way, P-Watt's 3 from the wing tonight. Others were in the corner, so he kind of was in a different spot tonight, and it's knocks it down. So
from the
really
elbow.
nice.
And then Strother played,
we have a couple super chats.
which was the other note.
Do you guys want to check what time it is first?
Is it time for a break?
What time is it?
It's time to wake the beast.
God.
Just a little bit of time to wake
Ding
the
dong.
beast.
Oh my gosh.
Ding dong.
We're about
And now
to
we're
wake
climbing the other way.
beast.
Oh, baby, this one. I will say this game a little bit, but not quite as much, but a little bit reminded me of game 1 against Phoenix, which is when we all truly believed the Nuggets were going to do it that year. It wasn't quite a we're ready for this, but that's because the Suns sucked. The Thunder are good.
This was 4 quarters of we're ready for this.
Yeah, like this one was the same energy, but pushed to the brink.
This was 4 quarters of that.
So this is one of those games that like really makes you believe in this team and makes you think against all odds it's possible.
All right.
Kale, how many super chats we got?
Okay, you're right.
As we get
All right, we might have to make. I'm just gonna let people know for this playoff run because we're getting
right.
80 plus every single game now. We might have to make a $5 limit going
whatever.
forward to reading them, but we'll do it tonight, of course.
Nolan, let's go. People doubting us every night. Glad to be a diehard Nugget fan. Let's go, Nuggets and
Let's
Sex.
go.
Let's go.
Big sports guy. Shame, Gilgis,
Yeah.
Alexander.
Shame.
Shit, Holmgren. Sorry, Kel. Write the report. Pooh Dort, Isaiah Fartenstein, Jalen Wontiums.
Hold on.
Williams.
Now you got to write
Monums.
another report.
Monums.
Pooh Dort is close. That is close.
First of all, he didn't
I
say a
would've-
bad word. He was reading a guy's name.
I would have ended. Yeah, I would have
What's the
ended.
guy's name?
But I would have ended with Pooh Dort. That was the real.
If somebody
that was
called
the
me
real
Pooh
singer.
Dort in middle school, oh man, I would have been
Pooh Dort.
suspended for a fight.
Dustin Zimmerman. Tell
$50.
$50
$50
to
to
hate,
send us.
hate on Matt Moore, our
And just to
guy.
be clear, his name is Pooh Gens.
Matt, we love you. I have to read this. I'm contractually
Is it talking
obligated.
trash?
Yeah.
Tell Matt Moore the odds of getting jumped by a gang of beavers isn't great, but it's not 0.
It sure is.
Gang of beavers.
Mr. Moore prides himself on numbers and said 0%, not even 0.001.
That's
Love
insane
Matt,
to me.
but he needs to spend half tomorrow's pod apologizing.
Whoa.
What did he say?
Maybe
Nuggets have a 0%
chance of winning the series or,
Or
the
the
game.
game.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy to me, man. Come on. It's the Nuggets.
I mean, yeah.
A gang of
Salt Lake
beavers.
Nugget said it in the regular season, and I'll say it now. Lightning shows electricity. Thunder is just noise. Build the effing Mr. Nugget statue already, damn it.
Man,
Let's go.
AG is an all-time
Can I just
Nugget,
tell you
man.
my favorite thing that most people watching, maybe you don't all know, some of you might be new. We invented Mr. Nugget. Now it's just said like it's his birth name.
You don't think people know that?
Maybe not. There's new people.
There's a lot of new
There's people
people.
in here that don't know about the pregnant man. I mean, my God, who are these
Well,
people?
that one might not have the legs of a Mr. Nugget, but
I
you
don't
never
know.
know.
Maybe the pods will be talking about it soon. Juan Jose. Thank God Russ didn't try Halea, Mr. Nugget for the win.
Let's go.
Flacco Watts. Man, how easy is it to win in the white jerseys? Easy money. Nuggets and 6. The Westbrook Revenge Tour continues.
I thought the Whites sucked, though.
No,
thought
on the
they-
road. White's on the road.
Whites on the road.
Not
okay.
White's at home.
Okay, Whites on the road.
Were they not just wearing? Oh, Whites on the Road is good.
Yeah, but
Okay.
remember he separates it by home and away.
Right. Noah Lindgren, here's something to celebrate this amazing win. Thank you. Mike P. Adelman outcoached Ty Lue, and now Dags is looking shaky.
I love it.
He's shaking in his little investor.
Uncle
vest.
Rico's
Call him
revenge.
Dougie
We're
Nut.
going to the Super Bowl.
We're going to the Super Bowl, baby.
Carrick Stevens. AG has the balls the size of Jupiter and Saturn. Straight, gutsy performance. Go Nuggets.
Honestly,
Go Mr.
that's-
Nugget. Ball Arena is going to be wild on
That's
Friday.
honestly not healthy. That's too big.
Yeah.
Napoleon
I don't
Clayton.
even know how you play on that.
40-26. What a god. Mr. Nug with another one. LFG.
Dude, what a postseason Mr. Nugg's having.
Jeremy J. Rock Michael. Mr. effing Nugget. We believe in pregnant
Yeah,
man.
that's right. We believe in the pregnant man
Double
here.
up on both of them.
Jared from Foco. Don't care if wife gets mad. Take my money. If she's getting mad over $2, man.
Yo, it's time
$2.
to have a conversation.
Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you, though. GGX gang, Nuggets just proved once again why they're the most mentally tough team in the league. Let's fucking go.
Right
the
report, right report.
Nuggets and Mr. Nugget.
Let's go.
The boy's dad cannot stand Caruso. How do we bring him to Denver? It's a good one.
Yeah, we can't. I wish we
Naveen,
could.
teams that take a 2-0 lead win 92% of the time. I don't believe we are that 8%. We need to empty the tank for game 2.
All right, baby.
Mr. Exquisite Nugget, Yoke, AG Mall, all Nuggets are good. Hell yeah, guys. Nuggets in 6.
Let's go.
Jordan Adams, only ring the Thunder will have is the
Like-
OKC ring downtown.
It's a chicken ring, a rooster ring.
I get it.
It goes on part of your
I
that
get it.
dash.
Hey.
That dash should be a.
Keep going.
Sorry, I have to be the weird,
Yeah.
the weird sexual deviant translator for this
Gotcha.
pod.
Yeah, thank you.
Just reminds me of the Nugs versus Portland 2019. Nuggets in 6. LFG pregnant man.
Wait, what?
Jason S. I might sound like Max Kellerman here, but Gordon better than Harden? Playoffs all time. Let's go Nuggets.
Oh, by the way,
mean-
this reminds me. We got Harrison and I got clowned for our player rankings in the last series when we did it beforehand.
Yeah.
Go back. We cooked.
We might have cooked.
We were dead
We
on.
might have cooked.
What was the one you were killed for?
Putting Brown above or even near Zubats.
Chris Peters.
We cooked.
Not to be cheesy, but I replayed your guys' reaction after the AG shot. So wholesome and makes me happy.
Ah.
Oh, that's so cheesy.
Yeah. And that was a fake reaction by me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know what my feet was like dangling. I don't know what was happening, man.
Dude, look at this one. Our guy.
Gordon is
40
in the house.
Canadian.
He's arrived.
Dude,
Have
Gordon-
you checked out the dollar lately?
Dude, we gotta change his name to Gordon
conversion rate's
Glazer,
crazy.
dude. He's Glazer.
Our guy. Thank you,
Our
Gordon.
guy Gordon, the Denver Nuggets now have
Hooking it
home
up.
court advantage, the psychological edge, the stronger mental toughness, and the greatest basketball player on the planet. I feel good about this series. How about you?
I feel way better,
I feel
man. I'm telling
very
you.
good.
I love it.
Nash Sweden did some live betting when we were down the third, believed in our Nuggets and won some decent money.
Hell
we got
yeah.
this series. All Nuggets are good. Cheers, guys. Pregnant man.
Cheers. Pregnant man. Pregnant man.
I love this
Dude,
show.
if they win it all, we have to get Adelbit on the show. We
Dude,
have to get him
We're
to
gonna get. We're
acknowledge
gonna
the
get. We're
pregnant
gonna
man.
get.
Here's
we're going
what
to
I
dr-
will say right now. I'll say this right now. Game 3 is coming up on Friday. If you're going to the game,
No, don't do this. Wait, what do you...
I was just going to say, make a pregnant man sign.
No, get a pregnant prosthesis. As
no,
a man,
don't do that.
Show up.
I need to see a pregnant man sign, just the emoji blown
Put
up.
one-
Somebody at the
yeah,
game.
This is
please
where
have
our
that.
rallying cry
Put
becomes
one-
a distraction that seeks the Nuggets.
put a pillow-
They lose 4 straight.
Just put a pillow on your shirt. It's not that crazy, guys. Come on.
Dusty old Cowtown, I just crashed out in the best way possible. Seriously, that comeback felt impossible until it wasn't. Until Sir Nugget came riding in shining white armor.
Oh, so
Sir
beautiful.
Nugget was great tonight.
Shannon Fox. Shannon Fox. Thank you. I love this team and their resiliency. The Nuggets have lost a coach to GM, but not their heart. Every Nugget is good.
Every
Let's
Nugget.
go.
Well,
Dang, where's Vogt? He said he was coming.
Toko Getta. D-line make that game winner. AG stank face on a shirt.
Nice, except for
That
I can't.
was a stink. Did y'all see that?
Yes.
Oh, man. That was,
I
that
didn't
was
see
dope.
it. We should find it though. Tyler
Stanky.
Peters.
Like the
Somebody said
music.
it to Kale. Shout out to Larimer Square feeding the no one believes in the Nuggets narrative. All the Nuggets are thriving.
Thriving.
What did
No.
Larimer Square do?
So, because the Avs are out of the playoffs, Larimer Square was decorated for Avs stuff, and the committee that runs that said they're not going to redecorate it for the Nuggets
Really?
Yeah.
Man, screw Larimer
Dude,
Square.
I'm out on Larimer Square.
Yeah, I don't
I
even
don't
like.
think I've ever liked it.
I don't even
Yeah,
like
I'm-
Ocean Prime.
Larimer
I hate
L7, dude. L7.
Larimer
Bunch of
Square.
That
squares,
street
dude.
is stupid. Like, you can't even drive down it. I don't
I
even
know.
like it.
It's so cool they covered it in chalk, dude. They're lame.
Yeah.
Oh, Trey Coleman, I got this one. Yeah. First time super chat from Jersey.
I couldn't read that, so.
Put the word out that we back up. Ron, Mr. Nugget for life. OKC, is this your MVP? All the Nuggets are good.
All the Nuggets are good.
Yep.
Yep.
Alejandro Jimenez, after everything AG has been through, man, no one is more deserving of this than him. I'm feeling emotional for him.
Yo,
great,
that's
man.
a great point. Like to the way that this season started for AG to now have it paying off like
Yeah.
this. God,
I mean,
damn.
that some would say that was my big
God
takeaway.
is good, baby. The
Zach
basketball gods
Campbell.
are good.
Almost,
I don't
almost
think
word
you
for
heard
word.
that one. I don't think you heard it.
Zach Campbell, but great point.
That's a great point. That's brought up in the super chat.
Zach Campbell drove 4 hours for the game. Also at Suns Game 6 during the championship run. We are so back.
We're so back.
I just brought it up because not a lot of people are talking about it.
No, I know. It's a great point.
I didn't hear it on
Pods
any.
are saying.
I didn't hear it on a single pod, dude.
Joe Clem. Nuggets being the best team on the second night of back-to-backs was reflected in this Game 1 win on the road after going 7 with the Clippers. Nug life.
Dude, I'm
We
telling you.
got Brendan.
16 and 12 is still on the table. Bring him in. Brendan Vogt. This is presented by Bet365. Voting time. Wait. Everything goes really quiet, and then we get to... There it is. Presented by Bet365. It's voting time. Vote! Another great day to be you.
Bro.
Another great day to be us, fellas. Another great day to be us. Another great day to be Aaron Gordon. Another great day to be a teammate of Aaron Gordon's. Another great day to be covering this team. Another great day to be watching the Winners Lounge. Very
Hell
excited
yeah.
to bring you guys as many notes as I've ever had, actually.
First note I want from you, though, is how quiet was that arena? Because RG has a video. You were there. How quiet was it when that final buzzer sounded?
You know, I actually think, Adam, it started even before that. So the Nuggets cut it to 7, and the Thunder call a timeout. I want to say there's about 5 minutes left, and the crowd's just quiet. It's not,
man.
hey, let's rally them to the finish line. It's, hang on, is this still a game? And to be honest, I think the Nuggets took this crowd kind of out of it in the final
Hell yeah.
6 minutes. We talked a lot about how, the experience stuff would show up on the court between the Thunder and the Nuggets. Thought it was almost a nervous crowd, too. I'll give you guys a note that I got from an OKC media member. The last time they even played in a crunch time game was March. Last time they lost one was in February. Now, they should get credit for dominating, but it does seem relevant to me as this game got tighter and tighter and the Thunder tightened up.
100%, man. 100%. All right, take us to the notes.
Alrighty. Well, first of all, in the locker room, no one was more hyped than Peyton Watson. He was literally just screaming, wow, 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 over and over to himself. In his chair, when he hit the showers, you could still hear him, just the word wow over and over again. Julian Strother was going with "we on." I'll just tell you guys this. Not that long ago, that was a quiet locker room, a locker room in which I would not have wanted to be a younger player and said a dang word.
Yeah.
And right now, it is an absolutely electric locker room where I think there's a lot of freedom to be emotional and be honest with each other, which has been, really one of the big storylines of the playoffs. So let's get to the quotes here. We talked to David Adelman, and he said, Aaron Gordon is a Denver Nugget, man. He is the soul of our team. I really thought he was going to say Mr. Nugget. He didn't. But he wanted to just say not just the game winner, but everything he did tonight. And this actually goes back to pregame, too. I asked him about Aaron's calf, and he said, look, every time he goes out there right now, he's at risk. Every time he explodes to make a play, he's at risk. It is the ultimate day-to-day injury. And how good has he been despite that? He referenced that Game 7. Before tonight's game, he said that was an all-time series from Aaron Gordon. Guess what, guys? We just got another all-time moment from Aaron Gordon a few hours later in Game 1. So David Adelman, just thrilled for who everyone agrees, fellas, is the soul of the team.
Hell yeah.
A little schematic stuff on Jokic. He said he finally saw the three-point shot go in, and one of the things that unlocked was he was allowed to get back to the middle of the floor as opposed to playing on the block. Earlier in the playoffs, Jokic has said, I think if you're in the middle of the court, you're the king of the court. Adelman explained why. When he's on the block, you can set your defense. You can rotate behind it. When a player like Jokic is in the middle of the floor, it is so hard to guard him. And man, did the Thunder get a taste of that tonight as Jokic got his three-point shot to drop. And oh, by the way, as Aaron Gordon is the headline, Jokic did something no one's ever done before in a playoff game. What a treat. David Adelman said the Nuggets.
What did he do that nobody's done before?
His 40 and 20.
Nobody's ever had 40 and 20 before?
Hang on. Let me find the stat muse. In a play, he has 40, 20, 5 assists, and 2 blocks in one playoff.
All right. There you go.
Nice.
No one's ever done that before. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he was all right.
Yeah. Off
He was fine. Again, almost somehow not the headline here as we all get to talk about Aaron Gordon. Adelman said the Nuggets right now, they're just for each other. They're playing for each other. That's it. That's the difference. He says, we hit the glass. We just played hard. We played together. The rebounding, he said, was a big part of how they stole this game. He has hit the honesty in the locker room note every single post-gamer in this playoffs. And he said again tonight that it gets increasingly honest. And what that allows him to do as the head coach, guys, is just focus on schematics. He does not have to walk into the locker room and try to fire guys up or protect egos or manage the culture. You know, he just goes in there and he talks about winning.
There we go. We're in overtime. Sorry, Vogt.
Sorry. He just gets to go in there.
You.
No, that's my fault, guys. My fault. But yeah, he said it just allows him to think about X's and O's. And it did make me think a little bit about how often we thought of and characterized Malone as someone who did the other stuff. And as you think about the maturation of the Nuggets right now, which is the story, them doing this for each other, the honesty, the communication, allows David to just coach. And on Aaron Gordon, he said the fluidity in his jumper has gotten better and better over the years. It's not just the percentage jump we saw this year, but the mechanics of his jumper. It has gotten so much better. We did speak to Russell Westbrook in the locker room rocking a Met Gala-inspired outfit. Peyton Watson stole a mic to ask him what inspired it. Russ says, I couldn't be at the Met. I had to bring the Met to OKC. Then when asked about the game-winning assist, he said, I saw Chet in the paint. My job is to drive and kick. I knew it was going in. What did Russell Westbrook see from Jokic tonight? The best player on earth, plain and simple. That's a full quote. And he agreed that this is an honest locker room and that more importantly, they've turned a page recently. They've gotten better at this after some ups and downs. And Peyton Watson, I asked him because he was so hyped. I said, do you have a message for the fans? Anything you wanted to say? I thought he was just going to scream a little bit. He gathered himself and he said something much more mature. He said, quote, stay with us through the ups and downs because we do not ever give up.
Hell yeah.
Aaron Gordon finally hit the podium, guys, and he brought his nephews with him, which is just,
oh my God.
You know, anyone who knows the story, that's a real moment. And that was a real picture, and it was something to see. And Aaron Gordon spoke with us at length. He said, yeah, it's an honest locker room. Yeah, that just allows David Adelman to do his job and focus on X's and O's. I said, is it something that's gotten better, though? And he said, yeah, we're able to communicate. We don't have no punks on this team. On winning game one, Aaron Gordon said, we didn't want to miss the moment. We didn't want to miss the opportunity. I'm glad we showed our grit, our resiliency, but we are not satisfied. We then heard from Jokic, guys. Jokic on Aaron Gordon. He says he deserves it. He is the soul of the team. He sacrifices so much. He does not get the credit he deserves. But one of Jokic's favorite things about him is he doesn't think he needs it. Doesn't even think he wants it. So sacrifice is a word often attached to Aaron Gordon. Jokic highlighted that sort of sacrifice in that way tonight. I actually asked him about when he called one of Aaron Gordon one of his 5 favorite teammates ever, and he corrected me. He said, I didn't say favorite. I said best. So if Jokic was going to build a list of the best guys he's ever played with, Aaron Gordon would be on there. And then he said,
Abramovich erasure. Sorry.
He said,
dumb joke.
When Aaron Gordon told him he was going to visit him in Serbia, guys, back in the day, yeah, sure, that was one thing. But then when he actually showed up, Jokic said, whoa, didn't see it coming. And he really, really appreciated it. On the free throw merchant chants, don't know how clearly those came through the TV. Deep irony, and I think ultimately that fan base choked on that irony on their way out. But Jokic was asked about those chants, and he said, to be honest, I didn't hear them. And then he stopped and said, but that is pretty funny. He liked it. He appreciated it.
It is pretty funny.
He was then asked about all the different kinds of crowds he's played in front of, especially going back to Serbia and the loud crowds. And he said, actually, one of the things about Serbia is I've actually played in front of really small crowds, and that's somehow worse because you can actually see the guy that's talking crap to you, which I thought was hilarious. And then he echoed the same thing about the honesty. He said, we're definitely getting better, especially lately. Everyone is just accepting it because everyone wants to win. Last note, though, guys, I'm not sure if Jokic actually was wearing this in the presser. I didn't notice, but as I left the press room, I saw him reemerge from the training room. He is still wearing a compression sleeve on that right elbow. I'm sure it's been talked about. He's wearing 2 of those when he plays. The elbow's bothering him, but you can't tell if you're just looking at the box score tonight. Anyone who was unsatisfied with the lack of a true legendary Jokic moment in round 1, they get one right out of the gate here in the Paycom Center. And last note from me, guys, the press box where I was up today, it's kind of integrated with the fan base and the other boxes. It's not really separated. I was the only Nuggets media member where I was sitting. They won that game. I'm looking around for anyone to make eye contact with. And all I've got are Thunder fans who look like they have just seen a ghost. I want to tell anyone, was that not one of the best games you've ever seen? But of course, these fans feel a little bit differently about it. And a team who I don't think has lost in a month is now down 1-0 to start the second round.
Man.
Oh,
Wow. That got me hyped, Vogt. They're going to be hyped. It sounds like it was incredible. Maybe noteworthy Nuggets gear around OKC the next couple days, man. I have a feeling they're going to be hot after that one.
I
good
think
stuff,
so too,
man.
fellas.
We'll see you, brother.
My pleasure.
Let's mow through these last ones.
Y'all think that saying?
no, but a lot of chatter about Vogt's hair.
I was actually going to bring it up.
That's
but-
why I think he's a
Very-
Saiyan. If you go Super Saiyan, you go blonde immediately. It doesn't matter what your hair color is.
But
He
he's
looked
very
it was
puffy.
blowing
Yeah.
out. And
He had
stuff.
like a real Hall & Oates.
yeah.
vibe going.
Okay,
Hall & Oates.
OKC.
He looked like both of them combined.
Is a little different.
Bailey Shields, Mr. Nugget hang
look like
32 and 50 in the rafters. Also, Elmer Fudd Caruso will not be this good next game.
Yeah.
Easy. AG posterizing Chet, the greatest foreshadowing
Dude, that was beautiful.
ever.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Peter Duck, Chet found out what a pro doesn't want or need.
Yeah.
I'm so curious how he bounces back in game 2 or
Yeah.
wilts because, God, he had so
I
many
think he's
low
going to bounce
lights.
off the floor.
Cole Bressler, their best punch is not better than ours. Their top guys are not better than ours. They just have 20 guys
Yes,
to
exactly.
play.
And that's not how the playoffs are played.
Jimmy Ackerman, Gordon making a case for a statue next to Jokic's when all said and done. Is AG the best trade in Nuggets history?
Probably.
Probably.
Given
Yes.
that they won a championship in large part because of him, I'd say yes.
Yes.
I am Haley. Can't wait for the AG made a shot shirt.
Well, they already have the finale oop. I can't make a shirt every time he does something.
Big Honey, AG deserves the world. I love him so much.
I know.
Jeremy J. Rock, new nickname alert. Choke Holmgren. We are not scared of the straw man. Westbrook Revenge Tour Championship pedigree retired jersey number 50, Mr. Denver.
Hell yeah.
Nash Sweden, OKC coach, looks like that English actor, Mr. Bean.
I know.
Dude, that
Rowan
that
Atkinson.
might be good. That might be good.
He just looks like he's involved in like cryptocurrency or like
Crypto bro, finance bro vibe.
definite finance.
Who is
bro
this one
vibes.
by?
Yeah, these nuts 74.
MPJ scored 2 points and we won by 2. His impact was seen. Jokic, or jokes aside, I hope he bounces back game 2. Upper Deck Aaron, SGA should have spent less time texting his teammates about his outfit and more time teaching Chet how to shoot a free throw. Hashtag
Youngsters make mistakes.
youngsters make mistakes 16 and 12.
I will say it's a pretty rough look that when you're blowing a lead that your commercial comes on where you're all dressed like idiots. You're like, ooh,
that is
where
rough,
my sideways hat? And then like you actually match that on the floor. It's beautiful.
Brandon Whalen, best ending to a watch along ever. I'm calling AG's shot the Thunder Strike. Nuggets in 3.
Let's go.
Michael
Nuggets in
Myers,
3.
not to shade Malone, but this feels like a game we would have lost last month. This team has found its spark again, and we don't play pretty all the time, but we play hard. Sometimes that's enough.
The Nuggets have been reborn
Big
through
name
David
it.
Edelman, the pregnant man.
1 down, 3 to go until permanent Dom is official.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, doctor.
Oh, boy. Gus Oswald, Jokic is the MVP. What a team win. Michael Porter Truther, we took Mike away from Colfax Fent for shoulder. Gus Oswald. Jokic is the MVP. What a team win. I think that was the same super chat. Jay, praying for overtime on this chat. I feel like that goddamn LeBron meme. Truly can't believe this is my life. Watching these dogs
The
is
dogs.
a true privilege. All the Nuggets are good. Nuggets
All the
and
Nuggets are
6.
dogs.
Write the report, Cal. Rich Crumb. Stolen. Beat the Thunder and the Refs on the road. Harder champion. Nuggets in 4.
Oh, so beautiful.
Nuggets, Hikus, Little Thunder boys. It is we who roar, not you. Scheduled loss, my ass.
My ass.
Brandon Whalen, Sarge, Zeke, Hunter, and the old Pep Center statue for Alex Caruso in the offseason.
They'll do it. They love corporate art
Get
down
rid
here.
of that statue.
Yeah, they're looking for
Channel
any
5280.
kind of art in OKC.
Would have
They'll
been a
take it.
blowout if we didn't wear white. Andy O'Brien, Coach Prime voice. Do you believe now? RMK, Caruso can't carry them all 7 games. Chet just lost all confidence. SGA ain't getting his calls. Nuggets are alive and well till death do
Till
us
death
part.
do us part, baby.
Peter Duck, low-key, I hate Dagnall. So happy he lost, not gonna lie.
Oh, me, high key. I'm gonna mock him at every turn.
Wow, Joker, best player in the world. It is only 1 game, but I told my fellow NBA fans here in Cali, do not underestimate championship heart.
My man Maximo gets
I'll
it.
be so
Not like
mad
those
if they were
soft
giving
ass
Those people in
Cali.
Cali, they
Not
know
those
finally.
soft ass Cali bros you're hanging with.
Uncle Rico's Revenge. Best watch along ever, no electricity, and had to watch y'all in my car.
Whoa!
That's the greatest.
That would make sense from Uncle Rico.
Great, man.
I need
Incredible,
to
man.
unpack that.
It doesn't matter. Just
do you
let
have a
it live.
television in your
Let
car?
it linger, man. Just
Okay.
let it linger.
Linger.
Michael Porter Truther shot went in right at 3.2 seconds. RIP Drew Gordon,
damn,
number 32.
man. That's heavy stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't like that.
Wilkie SGA had the quietest 33-10
He
in
really
8 game
did,
I've
man.
ever seen.
He was making buckets when it didn't matter, like when they were ahead. You know what I mean?
Uncle Rico.
I'm serious. Like versus like high leverage buckets.
Yeah. Let's win it for Drew. Everyone's a Lobo.
in the clutch for sure.
They did suck in the
Joshua
clutch.
Sanchez, excited for
And
P-Wat's
him, too.
future. What a fucking win. All the Nuggets are good. 5-5-5-5-5-ish. Mr. Nugget is averaging 1 game winner per round. Actually more. He's averaging 2 game winners per 8 games.
Yeah, it's true. That a round is not equal. Whatever. Go ahead.
Shea Grifter Alexander, shit, Chokrin,
It like barely works. I love
Shea
it.
Blub,
Dude, Pooh Doherty's back.
Oh my
George.
gosh, that's a cuss word.
and Fartenstein don't know
Dude,
what it's
Pooh
like
Dort
to
and
face real
Fartenstein
pressure.
are
All the
minted.
Nuggets are good.
Those are the two
Shea
commonalities.
Blub. Gus Oswald, I think you can safely say Russ has exceeded our highest expectations. So happy for him rewriting the narrative from the past couple seasons.
He's having a great playoffs right now.
Kenzo's Customs. Let's freaking go.
Let's
AG
go.
is so damn clutch. Great game from Russ. Joker doing Joker things. All the Nuggets are good. DNVR kicks all the ass.
the ass,
All of
baby.
the
And
ass.
Kenzo Custom is the responsible for the Jokic that is on our set
Of course,
right there.
man. A legend in the game, Kenzo. Drunk Philosophy. Gents, it has been said and proven thus, we are hard to kill. I may be too hyped, but Addles men may birth unto us a championship, babe. Let it be
Let
thus.
it be thus. Dude, it's so people are really feeling they're really feeling it.
Tim Johnson, Chet, and Hartenstein feel like boys compared to Zubats. Have so much more respect for Zubats.
I know.
Unbelievable championship heart and effort. Proud fan. All the Nuggets are good.
Let's go. I know
Aaron-
that's the real takeaway. Is like,
Zubats
damn,
is good.
Zubats is good.
Aaron Sanchez, $10 to 200 of Knicks Nugs money line. AG is Mr. Nugget.
Whoa, hell yeah, he won. He bet $10
Hell
on the
yeah,
Nuggets
man.
and
Thank you.
Damn.
Maximo, AG is legit Joker in I'm your daddy mode. The rest of the team did its job. You should be proud, fellas. Gonna be fun to watch. Have a good night.
Oh, thanks.
Drunk Philosophy, the Oklahoma City children have been sunned.
Well, that's good. It's like the Big Brother. We're starting early.
Genuinely nice people. On the East Coast, how am I supposed to sleep after that?
You're not.
Head for the quad. We're going sweeping.
We're going sweeping.
Nuggets in 4.
Yeah, dude. No, sorry. You're not supposed to sleep during the entire playoff run. You're supposed to get jazzed up, mainline Nuggets content, wake up bleary-eyed, and then do it all again. That's what you do.
You guys want a cool stat real quick here?
Sure.
Courtesy of Stat Squatch. Jokic has now scored 20-plus points in 24 consecutive road playoff games. It's the longest streak by an NBA player since Michael Jordan from
Yeah, sounds about
1990 to
right.
1995. That's great, man.
It's just
Sounds
fine.
about
You go on the road in the playoffs, he's giving you at least 20.
Let's see. Drunk philosophy. Shot.
Oh.
Nug life.
That reminds me, a shot was purchased
Sitting
for
on
me.
a shot for this whole show.
What was your goddamn shot? Here's
Nobody
to you.
gave me one.
Because you're not shot worthy. Hey, Givali to all of you, believers and non-believers, all the same. Jokic is inevitable. Let's go.
First win ever in the playoffs when Jokic scores 40 or more, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, they turn him into a scorer. That's what happens. Christian Barber. Ryan Blackbird, our other homie. I love you, man. If you're here, don't believe in the scheduled loss theme. D-line on point. Win, stay in it, bro. Preach, Dev. Adam.
Yeah,
praying
dude.
for you.
I don't even know what he's
Praying
talking about.
for me.
I couldn't agree more.
I'm praying for you.
Love the Nuggets energy. Since
Preach.
tip-off, Russ got a louder ovation than the team, ready to chew on this team for 7 games. Rust! Either you're ready or you're not. Even Kawhi didn't use that excuse. Game 1, baby. Tyler Peters, we can actually fucking do this. Something special is happening with this team.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Drunk philosophy, 16-3. Don't tell me it's not possible, Eric.
I'm
Brad
the only one that said it
Arnold.
was possible.
In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Kawhi and Harden. Now till their garden, the lion sleeps tonight. Jokic comes to play. Gordon saves the day.
Hell yeah, dude.
Big Namek. Pods tomorrow. OKC should have boundless optimism.
Yeah, dude.
Boundless.
Pods tomorrow will say they should do the permanents up. Toxic smugulinity. Despite all the warnings, he inserts the key into Pandora's box of smugulinity.
Listen, you're wrong, but you're not wrong.
Icy hot these knees. Mark dangling nuts is Nathan Shelley.
I don't know.
MVP Shea with the best stat pad move at 12 seconds. What a pro wants. Seth Donegan.
Thanks, Seth Donegan.
Andrew Sullivan, what a great night of basketball. The basketball gods are always watching and don't reward intentional fouling. Put 32 and 50 in the Raptors.
Let's go.
Well, my friend was in the Paycom Center believing and cheering for the whole game. Let out the most exhilarating scream of my life when that went in. All the Nuggets are
Yo, us too. And it was recorded for a lot of people to see.
If you don't believe it.
Bailey Shields, another suggestion for D-line. We need more AG shirts, please.
How can I celebrate before someone gives me a job?
Andrew Fisher, down under viewer, first time super chatter. My sons Edward and Ezra just got home from school. Want to shout out AG. Let's go Nuggets. Jokic
Let's
is
go,
MVP.
Edward and Ezra from
Let's
down under.
go. Eli, Aaron Gordon, Michael Jordan, Thunder Snore, and SGA a bitch.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Ezra and
Nuggets
Eli.
in 6. Shout out to Dev. We in the wreck hitting shots on
Day head.
Hey.
Doug's back from the dead. This should have been a Dev read.
Oh, Eli, a real one.
Carrot Hammer. Chet was once Mike TV leaving the Wonka factory after being put in the taffy puller.
Do you understand that?
Exactly, yeah.
Do you understand that from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Mike TV was
I read
obsessed
it
with television.
when I was
He got
really young.
Stretched out. All right, whatever. Because he got
4G.
stretched.
Anglers of Condor, never in doubt.
That's right.
Tom Stewart, Aaron fucking Gordon, how bloody good. That's an all-timer. What a game from Yoke. Showed SGA who the real MVP is. I don't have any voice now. How do you feel if you've been talking for the last 5
I know,
hours?
dude.
Haha. 5 down, 11 to go. LFG.
You want me to take
I
over?
mean,
Are you dying?
let me get 80 super chats deep.
You want me to take over?
It's like
You can take over.
All right, I'll take over. All right.
laughing out loud.
Amin, I might be becoming a Russ stand. Nugs in 4. Hajim Reyes. First time chat from the Philippines.
Oh, yeah.
Broke up with my fiance.
Well, okay.
Watched this game with her. Tension was real. When AG hit the buzzer, we hugged and made up. Grateful for the game and podcast.
Bro, this was like a season of White Lotus.
Hey,
in
no,
one-
that is an incredible roller coaster.
That was White Lotus season 4.
We saved. I was once in a relationship.
I was once. So,
We just saved them.
Not for AG. They're
good
still
luck to
broken
you
up.
guys, to you both.
I
Ruffles
hope the Nuggets win the next game. That's all I'll say.
Ruffles hooping. First time super chatter. Westbrook so good. Mr. Doug Nugget doing his best. Mr. Big Shot impression. Clutch. We missing a quarter of Porter, but we believe.
I love how many.
We are missing a quarter.
We're missing
of Porter.
a quarter of
Yeah,
Porter.
quarter.
He only has
Yeah.
3 quarters
We got,
of
yeah,
his
we
limbs.
got 2 legs, 1 arm. We're missing. That's 3 out of 4.
I love how many super.
That
super chatters
will
we have.
probably
Hell
come
yeah.
back.
A lot of new people in the chat.
Flowers for Nuggets. Let Joker know when the parade is now. Well, that's not counting, right? Drunk philosophy. Why does Adam hate me? It's because I had to reload my EBT $2 at a time to super chat. I give you $2 at a time. My kids starve, but fuck it, we ball.
Are you super
Fuck it, we
chatting
ball.
off food stamps?
Also-
Fuck it, we ball,
I
baby.
don't think that.
How food stamps work? You're supposed to sell them anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
You're not even doing it right.
Yeah. That would be awesome if we accept food stamps for super chats. Walter Worthy, Doc says crack is better for my heart than watching the Nuggets playoffs, but I just can't put it down. AG game winners keep calling me Doc. I don't talk to your doctor about doing crack. He won't appreciate that.
Yeah.
Kyle
And you said
M.
crack is better?
Hey, Adam. Yeah, he's
Bro.
like, do crack.
I got this one.
Yeah, you got this one.
Lucky man.
guy.
So lucky.
Kyle,
Guy, that's
Kyle,
what I'm talking about.
Kyle, I got to tell you, you came up real small tonight. Altitude sickness. AG has the special sauce. I need him to inject some into me. Pause. Jokic bullying Chet makes my heart happy. Rough him up. Love you guys. Big Namek. Thunder Blunder. 6 feet under. Don't matter. Nuggets in 5. Big Honey. Ordering AG Saks underwear as we speak. I assume he means the one he was wearing tonight.
Hit up Vogt. He's in the locker room.
Yeah, right. Just have him grab it. The Oso Blanco, AG with the finale hoop. Graith off his finale hoop. Oh, okay. Spectro, just wanted to say thank you. You're welcome. This team brings me so much joy. Enjoy these moments. Nug fans. It's so
Enjoy 'em.
true. Josh Barnett from
Very
Down
rare.
Under. I am a homer. I tell you, these Nuggets have a team that won't quit. They got these big, juicy pretzels. $5, Adam. Get out of here. William Quiroz Bazan. Just saw your guys' reaction IG. Def the vibe. So
Hell
true.
yeah, that's the vibe.
We're on IG.
I don't
We're
know.
on IG. We're already up on
worldwide,
IG.
Dev.
Drunk Philosophy. AG top clutch scorer. Yes, he is him. Him is he.
Him is he.
The Fox Prince. OKC. Russ's home court. Sunglasses. Joseph Espinoza. Feeling pretty smug. It's how I like it. La Music. If I was SGA, I wouldn't even want the MVP after that 42-22 6 by Joker. I bet he'll take it.
I wouldn't either, man.
All right, are we done?
I think we're done.
Hit that outro music. It is tomorrow. Guys, this was awesome, man. All-time Winners Lounge. All-time
Yo.
Nuggets
Man.
game.
Yo.
All-time watch-along.
Yo.
I can't believe we get these moments, man. I
How
swear to
lucky are we,
God, this
dude?
is the greatest. Sports
It is the
rule.
greatest,
They're
man.
absolutely the
Sports
best.
above everything.
But here's one thing I will tell you guys. I think this is or can be a turning point here. And it's a lot like the championship year where it was game 1 of the second round where you start to go,
We're ready for this.
you start to go, huh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like maybe. I mean, this is the year from hell in so many ways. And yet here we are, game 1 of the second round, and it kind of feels like a, you know,
That's
know,
interesting.
it's not crazy. And that's such a great place to be. Nuggets up 1-0 in the series. Glad we got to share it with all of you. Hit that like button on the way out.